Your opponent controls a lurking TIE Phantom and has attached a couple of upgrades on it. You have Calculated Lethality in your hand and you plan on making use of it. Can you actually play Calculated Lethality targeting that Phantom menace? If so, what happens to those experience tokens you are supposed to get for friendly units? I'm Chris, and today we're going to shed light on this rather tricky Star Wars Unlimited scenario. First of all, the only requirement for you to play an event is being able to pay for its cost. According to Rule 622C, an event can be played even if some or none of its abilities would change the game state. Based on this, no matter what happens next, you can play Calculated Lethality. Now, taking a look at the ability of Lurking TIE Phantom, we'll see that there's actually nothing preventing you from targeting it with an ability, even if that ability says to capture, damage or defeat it. It still remains a valid target for such abilities, they just don't have any effect on it. So, since you can play Calculated Lethality, targeting the Phantom but not defeating it, what happens with those experience tokens? Well, Golden Rule 132, do as much as you can, has us covered here. While resolving a card's ability, resolve as much of the ability as possible, and ignore any parts of the ability that cannot be resolved. This means that despite not being able to defeat Lurking TIE Phantom, you can move forward and resolve the rest of Calculated Lethality's ability, gaining those precious experience tokens. Remember, in Star Wars Unlimited, if something is a prerequisite for an ability's effect to take place, they are connected with if you do, which is not the case here. Now there's quite a few players that claim that because the card states for each upgrade that was on that unit, if the unit is not defeated, meaning that the upgrades are still on it, you shouldn't be able to give out those tokens. I agree that this is a bit misleading, however the card doesn't specify that the upgrades shouldn't be in play anymore. The way I like to look at this is that the requirement is that those upgrades just have to be attached to the target unit at the moment Calculated Lethality is played. What happens to them afterwards is pretty much insignificant. One last thing that I've seen some people trying to pull off is playing Calculated Lethality on their own upgraded Phantom, gaining those experience tokens and keeping their Phantom in play. While this may sound like a clever trick, it is incorrect. Lurking TIE Phantom can't be captured, damaged or defeated by enemy card abilities. Use your own card abilities on it and you'll end up without a Phantom in play. If you enjoyed this, support the channel by hitting the like button and subscribing. Also, do let me know if you have any further questions in the comments and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.